Hey guys, Marsling here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we are finally getting a chance to jump into Extreme Super Battle Road to have a look at the power of Super Vegeta. So I have been going through all the legendary Vegeta event missions, so been kind of slacking on showing him off in some of these other events, but we are going to get a chance to try him out now. Pure Saiyans Extreme Super Battle Road. So obviously this is one of the big ones. This is one of the ones that people do struggle with because it is one of the harder ones for sure. But we're going to show a different kind of strategy here. So got double super attack in slot 1 because, you know, of course, why not, right? But unfortunately we didn't get a Super Vegeta on the starting rotation, which is unfortunate. But basically this is more of a strategy for people who are, you know, trying to beat the stage for the first time. Obviously, you know, Super Vegeta is involved in the strategy, but we do have a rainbow friend who will definitely do a lot of the heavy lifting. So even if yours is at 55%, this strategy is definitely going to still be viable. And it's kind of like the opposite of a no item run kind of strategy, right? We're just going to make use of defensive items and then use a very powerful team to just dish out as much damage as possible. So we actually have Vegeta on rotation now, so we have our support memory. Now this is a perfect setup here because we are, unfortunately they're all attacking in every slot, so there's no you know, ideal setup where I can just say, hey look, you just do this and then you don't take any damage because each unit is attacking in every slot. But Vegeta does have the 1 turn guaranteed stun on his super attack, so we're going to go ahead and do this. And now this means that Goten cannot attack for the entire of the rest of the turn. And then we go ahead and get an 18 key super with Broly targeted at Trunks. And so chances are Trunks doesn't live long enough to attack Xeno Vegeta at the end. But we'll keep him targeted just in case, because if he is alive, then Xeno Vegeta is at least going to lower his attack. So Super Vegeta, of course, guaranteed crits. So 2.39 damage despite the enemy being AGL is very, very good. And now he's stunned for the rest of the turn. So even if Broly doesn't kill Trunks here, with the combination of his 18 key and then obviously the follow-up AoE super, he's not going to take a huge amount of damage, and Goten doesn't get to attack him. I think we did kill him. Yeah, we did. And we get an additional normal as well. And then Xeno Vegeta. On turn 1, does he do enough damage to finish him off? Sadly not. But he did lower his attack, so now we can go ahead and put Super Vegeta in slot 1, and unless we get supered here, which would obviously be very unfortunate, we'll see how much damage he takes, like without an item active, with 1 attack lower stack on this Goten. Yes, he's still 140k, so Super Vegeta in slot 1 gets the big attack buff, gets a defense buff of course after that first hit, but probably don't want to be putting him in slot 1 in without an item active in a lot of these situations. Now obviously that was a type disadvantage enemy, but he already had an attack lower on him and he still did 140k. Also, I guess you have to bear in mind that was my Super Vegeta, so of course mine is only 69%. But now again we have this perfect kind of setup here where I can just go ahead and stun Gotenks automatically. So now he's just out of the running of doing any damage to us for the whole of the rest of the turn. And then we just go full send on Gohan here with everybody else. 10 orbs. Actually, let's not forget to use an item. We'll just go ahead and pop an Icarus since everyone's going to have type advantage that's actually being attacked on this turn. And 10 orbs for Kabe, bearing in mind the 50% support units are all nuking style units, so the more orbs the better. And Kabe does actually raise defense on super attack. He is one of the better of the 50% support units. So even though he's being attacked a whole bunch by Gohan, he'll probably take reasonable damage from a super. Normal attacks, I actually don't know if he will tank for double digit damage with an Icarus active. I guess we'll have to see, because again, like I said, mine's only 55% if I did say that. But because the support units, as you've probably noticed, haven't really been around a lot. So those banners are coming back at some point in the future for global. I know the first one has already been out on JP, but Yeah, basic, close enough to double digits, like 3,000, 2,500 to 3,000 damage. I'm not sweating that in the slightest. So very, very strong amount of damage done on turn 1. We still have the damage reduction item active going into turn 2. So this time we have a full int secondary part of our rotation. So we want to go ahead and get the stun on Gohan. And then what we'll do is we'll just target all of our int guys at Gotenks and potentially get him finished off here this turn. So we're fortunate as well because Gohan is attacking first. So now we have our defense buff. Then Gotenks attacks. So we take less damage than we would have if Gotenks had attacked first. So that works out very nicely. And then Super Vegeta, 3.7 guaranteed crit, just takes out Gohan completely. And then the GT Vegeta are going to come in here and do some big damage to Gotenks. Almost finishes him off. And then Xeno Vegeta is going to be able to come in and finish the job. So, I mean, you can kind of see what we're going for here, right? This is the brute force strategy in full swing. That fight was what? 2 turns? Was the first one 2 turns as well? So we are absolutely dominating our way through this one. And that's, you know, the guaranteed stun. Very, very powerful, because when you're trying to run like a stun strategy normally, you know, you always have to be wary of the fact that, you know, you might not stun. So then you kind of have to build your team around the fact that, you know, if you don't stun, certain units are going to take way more damage than others, and then that could put you into a sticky situation. So he only stuns for the 1 turn, but it completely takes that character out of, like, being able to do anything. So we go ahead and stun Goku Jr. We did use a Wii, so I'm going to use a Princess Snake as well. I'm going to top up our healing here and get the full-on like damage reduction. We basically can't take damage here. And then I think what we'll do is we will get the 18 key super for Broly, just to do as much damage as possible to Goku Jr. And then we can get the 18 key super with Goku and Vegeta as well. So there's going to be a lot of damage this turn. This is why I doubled up the item, because these guys, you know, if you've watched any of the streams where I've been trying the no item runs, I mean, how many attacks did we have in slot 1 there? Even with a Whis active, getting double supered in slot 1. That's the only downside to Vegeta's leader skill. Obviously, everyone's hyped. It's great that he's a 170 attack and defense lead for Pure Saiyans, but his HP is only 130, so you can see we have about 430k defense, whereas with some of these units and how high their stats are, with a 170 HP leader, we're well over like 500k. So getting double supered in slot 1 is definitely not something that you want. So, oh, look at this. Broly just going off with the extra additional super here. So, does he kill Goku Jr.? Oh, he survived with the tiniest sliver of health, but obviously Goku and Vegeta just going to come in and finish him off. And now that leaves us in a situation where Vegeta Jr. is the only one left alive. We still have the Whis effect. So obviously Princess Snake is only for 1 turn. We've got Kabe on rotation for support as well. So we're looking at 127k defense before the first attack. And then also the Whis effect. So probably GG this turn. So we get 10 orbs for you. And then how do we get the most orbs for Kabe? Only 6. It's not great, but he raises defense. We've got the Whis active. He should be fine. If Vegeta Jr. survives that long, because 5.5 million attack, and this is my one as well, the 1 dupe one, so very, very good. Guaranteed crit, of course, and then he's stunned. So as the last enemy left, yeah, there was me already forgetting, saying that, oh, you know, Kabe raises his defense, he should be fine. Vegeta stuns for the 1 turn, so of course Kabe's going to be fine, because Vegeta literally cannot do anything. And now he is attacking in slot 1, because of course he is. What are the chances that he super attacks in slot 1? I don't trust that the chances are low enough that I should just not use an item, because we all know what Super Battle Road is like. And like I said at the beginning, this is a brute force, you're going to use lots of items strategy, so there's no point getting to this final turn and then going, oh, I won't use another item, because if you get super attacked in slot 1, you just get GG'd out of existence. So one more big old final flash takes out Vegeta Jr. I do love that KO screen as well, very cool. I like the fact that it's like a moving one. And yeah, there you go. Pure Saiyans Extreme Super Battle Road absolutely destroyed by Super Vegeta. Like I said, it's kind of when I was talking about like the World Tournament teams, right? And how using Jacko and Chaozu is a smart strategy for a lot of people because it means you have to use less items. But if you're someone who is struggling to beat this stage, just using a full brute force, spam the items, just go crazy, like go ham, and then, yeah, you can get it done, and in a much quicker time than usual, because you're outputting so much damage. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. Did you pull Super Vegeta? Have you had a chance to try him out in Extreme Super Battle Road, or any Super Battle Road? Let me know what your thoughts are of him as a unit overall. So, that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.